Avin, let me ask you a question. Did you spend a lot of money on your ex-girlfriend, yes or no? But did you give her your credit cards and let her go free shopping? Did you give her $1,000 cash? Say, here's cash? Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Right? You guys were together for 8 years and you're like living together, right? But if you were going to go on a vacation, you pay for the vacation. That's a different story, right? If you're going to go on vacation, like I do that for all the girls I date because I make way more money than them, right? Like 100x the money, right? These girls are brokies. But if I'm going to take a girl on vacation, right? Like, I'll take it on vacation. That's fine, right? If it's something I invite her to do and I want to do it, that's fine. But have you ever given her cash? Say, hey, go buy yourself something nice, baby.
Not really.
No. Why?
I don't know. Just didn't want to.
Say again?
I didn't want to, man.
Yeah, it's like, the fuck?
Yeah, well, it really depends, right? Something like a special occasion or something like her birthday.
Yeah, that's different. Her birthday, a special occasion, maybe an anniversary, you're celebrating something, but that's different. You're taking her to dinner and you're paying for it. You're not giving her cash or giving her a credit card and telling her to go crazy. That's fucking retarded, right? That actually is bad behavior. And if you do have any of that bad behavior, you gotta train that out of yourself. Do you guys understand that? That is simp behavior. And here's the biggest issue, is because there's so many simp bitch losers, what happens is, because there's so many of those guys, she now associates you as one of those guys. So she loses complete respect for you. So even if she was fucking you, she decides, you know what, I don't want to fuck this guy anymore. Do you understand? You guys understand that's how it works? Does everyone understand that's how it works? Okay, do anyone want to add to it?
Yeah, I was just trying to find this girl's Instagram. There was this fucking smoking ass girl that was in one of my videos, and we started chatting afterwards. We started hooking up, and bro, like, she was fire. And we went to Vegas one weekend, and then she, this is a long story, I'm gonna cut it pretty short, but she needed to get some underwear, because I don't know how, she just forgot to pack them or something like that. And the next morning when we went to the mall, she was like, I'm gonna go inside Victoria's Secret, and then I went inside of, what is it, Scotch and Soda or something like that. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be in here. So I was like walking around, and then I came out into the mall, and I saw her, like, after a minute, I came out, and she's walking towards me in the center of the mall. So I'm assuming she already got her underwear. So I'm like, did you end up finding what you're looking for? And she's like, yeah, I found some underwear, but they're, it was $25. I was like, all right, so did you get them? She goes, no, I think you should buy them for me. And then I was like, I should buy them for you? And she goes, yeah, because like you're the man. And I'm like, what do you mean I should buy them for you? And she goes, yeah, you should buy them for me, because like you're the man, you should be paying for me. And then she was like, yeah, you should buy them for me. And I'm like, I should? And I was like, I don't know what I say. I was like, I was kind of making fun of her. I was like, you don't have any money? But like, I know she did. I'm just making fun, like, you're so poor you don't have $25. And she goes, no, it's not that. She goes, I just think you should buy them for me. I'm like, why should I buy them for you? And she goes, because you're the man. I was like, also, we're doing gender roles? I was like, does that mean you're gonna like cook and clean and do my laundry? Like, fuck, like, all right, like, yeah. And she's like, no, come on, stop playing. You should buy them for me, come on. And then I was like, what do you mean? I was like, you have money, you can buy them. I was like, you're a big girl. And then a few days earlier, we had a talk about like at what age does a girl become a woman? And I think she was like 25. So I was like, no, it's okay. I was like, you're a woman. You can buy yourself some underwear. It's not a big deal. But like the whole dynamic had nothing to do with the money, bro. I rented a car for us to go to Vegas. I paid for a hotel for 3 days for us to be in Vegas. Like, I already spent $1,000 just on that alone. So it had nothing to do with the money. It's just, I'm not gonna break frame and turn the dynamic of this relationship into where it's like, I'm some fucking sugar daddy for you. Like, I will do things on my own gestures because I care about you, because you show me through consistency that you're this girl that doesn't ask for these things, and because you don't ask for them, I will provide them. But the moment you become the girl that's telling me I should do this is like a transactional, I just don't want it. And bro, you have no idea how many times I've told this story to guys and they look at her and they're like, bro, you should have just bought her the fucking underwear. And I'm like, why? Like, I already fucking hit, like, I've been fucking her for like 3 weeks. Like, this bitch is confused. Like, the thing is this, she's very hot. I can tell the type of guys she used to date were probably a lot of like older, richer men, and they would just buy whatever she wants. So like, I'm not angry at any of this. It's just like, okay, this is the kind of girl she is. I'm like, that's okay, but like, there is no continuing this relationship if you think I'm gonna be that guy, because I'm just not. Like, I will never turn into the provider like that. Like, because you're demanding it, you know what I mean? It's like, you're gonna be with me because you like to get fucked, and like, you like being around me. If not, I'll replace you so quick. Like, this girl has no idea. So anyways, this whole situation at the mall, bro, she started like getting fucking angry because I wasn't doing it. And I saw like this little child in her coming out. And I'm like, oh, bro, she's so used to getting her way. This is fucking hilarious. And I was like, all right, well, you do what you want. I was like, you do what you want. I'm going to keep shopping. And I just started walking away. So then she's following me and she's just like, we're walking around the mall, bro. She's 10 feet behind me and I'm just walking and like, I was on my phone and then I turned around and she's on her phone. And I'm like, dude, she's just following me like a puppy. We're just walking around this mall. And then, bro, some funny things happened there. But eventually we got across to the other side. We were in Vegas. And then she stopped and I was walking and I turned around and she was like now like 50, 100 feet away. And she's just taking selfies of herself in her orange fucking dress. She looked fire. And she was taking photos of herself. And I know what she's doing. She's taking photos to post on the Instagram to have new guys come and hit her up to come get her. So she sent me a text message saying, hey, can you come take a picture of me? And then I wrote back, I said, yeah, for $25. She goes, you're a fucking dick. And then anyways, so then after she was done taking her photos, she meets me inside the casino. And she's like, hey, I don't think this is working out. I'm like, that's okay. Can I get my keys? They're inside your purse. And she was like frozen, bro. Like she had no fucking idea that I was going to be that way. She thought I was going to be begging or fighting. I'm like, that's okay. I'm like, I'm not mad. Like, it's okay. And then she's like just really slowly reaching in. She gets my keys. And then she's like I know she was trying to think of what to say next. And then I got him. I was like, hey, do you want to get your bags? Because they're in the back of my car. You know, and she's like, I'll just figure it out later. I'm like, okay. And I just walked away. Like this bitch was so confused because I was so willing to walk. And that's ultimately the only leverage you have as a guy, ultimately, is, you know, your fucking word. If you say you're going to leave and you don't leave, then your word means fucking nothing. So anyways, I left. That same night, I had another girl from Vegas that I hit up, and I was hanging out with her that night. I put her on my story. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, this girl needs to understand that she is replaceable like so quick, and that beauty is very common. And because you think you've probably dealt with guys that can't get girls, they have to bend to your will. But I'm just not one of those guys. So like, it's either gonna be my way or the highway, because you getting into the girl's frame never works, bro. It never works. I don't, you know, I'm not sure if you guys have ever like studied this shit. Like the girl has to be in your frame. You know, I could submit and go to her and maybe I'd keep fucking her for a couple more weeks or months, but then it would eventually just turn into something that she doesn't ultimately want. She's with a guy that's just, she can control and own. Then she would just use, because you turn into the provider, and ultimately she's looking for the next sexual fantasy, which is what I was ultimately up front with her. So anyways, just a crazy story, bro, about that.
That's funny as
over,
fuck, dude.
Over $25.
Dude, I know, but it's good. It's good because at the end of the day, right? It's like, I mean, Luis, we could even talk about fucking Colombia, right? But the issue is like, it's not about the money. It's never about the money, right? If Luis was saying yesterday, like if you want to just get pussy, go hire a prostitute, right? But I don't give a fuck about that, dude. I want women to be obsessed with me. I want my exes fucking crying over me, strung up where I'm at, trying to get back with me, and I tell them no, and I tell them get the fuck out of my face. You know what I mean? I want to feel annoyed. Avin, 3 of my exes showed up yesterday at 3 separate times. 3 different ex-girlfriends yesterday showed up to try to fucking get with me. I'm like, fuck off. And I'm like, I'm not telling them to fuck off. I'm just ignoring them. And then I'm like, just like, what the fuck? I'm just like making out girls in front of them and shit, right? And yeah, dude, I was just annoyed. I was just fucking annoyed. I was just like, leave me alone. Like, I don't want to be with you anymore. Like, I finally moved on. What the fuck? Right? The thing is, by the time you do move on, you won't want your ex-girlfriend back. By the time you're that guy where you can get 10 women way harder than her every week, why the fuck would you want her back? It's so illogical, right? And here's the thing, right? Again, if you want a prostitute, go pay for a prostitute. But you're that guy. You're just some fucking loser. You know what I'm saying? You're just some fucking loser who's never gonna have women who actually truly loves him for who he is and is obsessed with him for who he is.
And then you're controlled by your lust. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
So like, if you're just like, oh, I just need to get my dick so wet, like you're just so pathetic, bro. Like you're just pathetic as a man. You know what I mean? Like that is a byproduct of what happens when you're in your masculine. You will attract feminine, and sex is just something that will happen as default. You know what I mean? But any other behavior just to get sex, girls can sense it, and they're like fucking pathetic. They don't want that. They want like true masculine presence. They will give you sex as a reward when you're in your masculine. You know what I mean? Needing that stuff, like when guys go out and pay for sex, I just look at it like, bro, they can't attract females. They have to pay for it. And I think afterwards they probably just feel more alone than ever, than even before. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of a sad route to go. But indirectly, if you're indirectly doing it the same way in person, it's just transactional. Again, it's like, man, so at the end of the day, no girl actually wants you. No girl loves you. No girl actually wants to give you her feminine energy and be around you. You know what I mean? Like, that is refreshing as a guy to have girls that come around you. Like when I was sick the other day, that just come serve you, bring you medicine, massage you, give you a blowjob. You know what I mean? For nothing, just because they just want to reward you with their feminine energy because you're rewarding them with your masculine energy. It's like a very...
Talk about Colombia. Tell them about Colombia. Like typically when a guy goes to Colombia, what do? They're paying fucking hookers, new cocaine, and being a fucking faggot, right? They're being loser bitches, right? Seriously, right? We did the exact opposite in Colombia. Like we went there and we tried to like spend as little money as possible, right? Like we bought on us. Like we'd eat gourmet food for ourselves. We'd get the sickest pad, like it's fucking vibey, right? We would try to like not even, bro. We had a joke where like women in Colombia will just suck your dick for a cheeseburger, right? Or ham sandwich, dude. When you just buy them a ham sandwich, they'll suck your dick. But the thing is, like, we just didn't want to spend any money on girls at all while we were there. We're just like, okay, we'll call them an Uber and we'll buy them food. But like, all these girls, of course, wanted money. And we're like, no, I have a whole script. I have a 14 message script saying, and one of the messages is message 4. I'm like, hey, just so you know, first message is, wow, you're so beautiful. I want to meet a Colombian girl. Like, come meet me at the penthouse. And then the second message is like, get ready right now. I'm going to call you an Uber. The third message is, bring your ID, get ready, send me your address. I'm going to call you an Uber right now. And I'm looking forward to meeting you. The fourth message is, by the way, just so you know, I don't like prostitutes. I don't like drugs. That's not why I'm here. I think you're beautiful and I want to meet you. But if that's what you want, then just block me right now. I'm not interested, right? And we'd have all these beautiful women come and hang out with us. They're just looking for a boyfriend, right? And any girl that even remotely mentioned anything about money or anything transactional, we're like, hey, get the fuck, like we're just like, get out, just get out of the fuck house. Like leave, you're fucking, like we just shame them, like you're disgusting. You're disgusting, you're the problem with Colombia. Talk about it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, the anti-gringo sentiment's going on in Colombia right now.
It's just that we just understand the dynamic, bro. It's like, it has to be that way. You know what I mean? Like, the girl should want you for you. Isn't that what you guys want? You know what I mean? It's like if there's a hot-ass girl and she goes, well, dude, if you pay me money, it's like, fuck, so you don't like me? Like, I don't know. It's just defeating.
Like, a woman should like you for you, or you shouldn't be talking to her at all, right? It is weak and it is beta. Like strip clubs, massage parlors, sugar daddy sites, OnlyFans, it's all the same shit. It's all cringe. It's all fucking sex work. And dude, I have no problem, by the way. I have way more respect for the women than the men. The men that pay for it, I have zero respect for. I have way more respect for the women. I have no problem with a woman doing OnlyFans. I have tons of OnlyFans friends. The girls that do OnlyFans, I think they're fucking G's. I'm like, yeah, keep fucking getting money out of these fucking losers, right? Seriously, that's how I see it. There's losers and there's winners. The women are the winners in this situation, right? I have no problem with girls that are strippers and shit. I won't date them. I won't make them my girlfriend. I'm not gonna date any of these girls, right? I'll be friends with them. I'm not gonna pay them for anything, right? I'll fuck them for free, right? And then they'll charge the other guy. You guys understand that? That's how it should be, okay? And that's what you guys should be doing too, right? But if you're the guy fucking paying them, then no offense, like you're fucking low level. That's some low level beta male shit. Unwire that behavior.